It's being called the biggest storm in 50 years. Coming up, a look at the damage local businesses have endured.
Plus, we're deploying 20's Army and we're calling on you. Find out how you can help the capital city get back on its feet.
And we'll have the latest information on school closings in our area. A special ABC News Channel 20 at 6 starts right now.
Three days after two tornadoes ripped through Springfield, the Red Cross says those made homeless by the twisters may have to leave a temporary shelter. Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us for a live edition of News Channel 20 at 6. I'm Elizabeth Woolley.
And I'm Jerry Lambert. Elizabeth and I are positioned on 2000 block of East Spruce Street, right in the middle of the devastation. Elizabeth, as we look behind us, we can see what used to be a church. The pews are all outside now. The structure is completely destroyed, sort of indicative of the problem across this entire area on East Spruce Street in Springfield after last weekend's tornadoes. Well, storm victims have been staying at a local high school gym, but as ABC News Channel 20's Mark Toma reports, that could soon change.
Evelyn Ausu was not happy to be here. Sitting at a table at the Lanphier High School gym, the newly homeless Springfield resident said she would probably be spending the night here along with her 3 small children.
We have no other choice, to be honest. We have nothing right now. We are out of money. We have nothing right now.
Ausu and her kids would be joining about 75 tornado victims the Red Cross has sheltered at Lanphier since Sunday night. Caseworker Ann Dixon has been trying to make it easier for people who have lost everything.
I just try to calm them down, and it's best just to sit and be patient and listen to them. Listen to somebody is the key word.
Besides providing temporary shelter, the Red Cross has been providing financial assistance to the storm victims. Today, people just hoping for free food vouchers lined up outside the gym. But now comes word that those housed at Lanphier may have to go elsewhere by the weekend. The CEO of the local chapter of the Red Cross says that should not be a concern.
We definitely have other options in the community. Even if this did not come available for us to start, we could have gone to another shelter location.
Ryerson says Ausu and the rest will be taken care of until they find another place to call home. Mark Toma, ABC News Channel 20.
The American Red Cross says they can help provide the first month's rent and a security deposit for those needing help finding a permanent place to stay. That's in addition to providing food and clothing.
Now, many streets in the capital city are still closed tonight. Here's a look at which ones you cannot drive on, if we can bring up that graphic. Along with several smaller roads, some of the major streets include parts of Dirksen Parkway, Cook Street, Wabash, MacArthur, and Chatham Roads. An emergency hotline has been set up for people who could not get through regular numbers or CWLP. That number is 788-1086. A hotline for Public Works is also available. It is 789-2255. This is for people in need of assistance with demolition, debris removal, or who might not have insurance. Public Works will take their information and connect them with someone who can directly assist them.
Now, News Channel 20 is assisting in the effort to help the community pick up the pieces after last Sunday's storm.
It's called 20's Army, and we're enlisting your help to get people involved with picking up the pieces. You can hear bulldozers all around us right now. If you know of an organization or group of volunteers who are spearheading cleanup or fundraising efforts, just give us a call at 753-5656. We'll make sure to get the word out during our newscast. And of course, we begin tonight with efforts to help area farmers. Maybe some of the pictures you've seen that we showed you over the past couple of days have been indicative of what they've been dealing with. Joining us now is Sangamon County Farm Bureau, Jim Burge. Jim, you were talking earlier with me about the fact that the farmers just need a lot of support to clean up all the debris that has made it into their area. How can people do that?
People can do that through our office. We're coordinating the effort to get people out to where the farms need the most assistance, you know, and in the timeliness they need it. So they can call our office at 753-5200, and we can be sure to get them in the right place.
Jim, is there any way you can give us sort of an assessment of how affected the local farmers are by this storm?
Well, much of like you see around here, the same devastation occurs out in the rural areas, but farmers have, of course, many buildings and such to their farm, and that size of an operation and those many vast acres causes lots of problems. The things get scattered everywhere.
Okay, Jim, thanks so much for joining us tonight.
you.
Again, if you would like to help with 20s Army, give us a call at the station at 753-5656. Thank you, Jim Burge.
Thank you very much. Well, the Federal Emergency Management Agency officials are in Springfield assessing the damage after Sunday's tornadoes. Now, they'll gather information the state can use to request assistance from the federal government if necessary. The team plans to tour a 6-county area where the tornadoes ripped through Sunday night. If the state qualifies for federal assistance, that could mean help from dozens of services, which could include personnel, supplies, and temporary housing assistance.
To be honest with you, people say, well, this is not as bad as Mississippi. Well, let me tell you something. We treat it as if every individual, it's as bad to them as any other place ever, that had any kind of natural disaster. That's how we treat it.
FEMA plans to stay in the area as long as needed, but it hopes to have all of the information it needs by this coming Friday.
Well, 2 days without school for Springfield Public Schools. Will there be a third?
That's right. ABC News Channel 20's Nathan Mihelich joins us now with an update of possible school closings for tomorrow. Nathan.
Jerry and Elizabeth, we have some breaking news into News Channel 20. Kids and parents, you should be happy to learn that you will be back in school tomorrow. District 186 officials have just announced that all schools will be in session except for Isles Gifted Magnet School. They just made that announcement just moments ago after the conclusion of a meeting to discuss possibility of schools tomorrow. As for other schools in the area, as we get a list of any school closings, we will put them on our news ticker at the bottom of your television screen. So Jerry and Elizabeth, all District 186 schools will be back in session tomorrow except for Isles Gifted Magnet School. Send it back over to you guys at this site.
You were tough.
Now, Riverton schools are on spring break this week, but Academy Week classes are rescheduled.
Now, at this time last night, 15,000 people were still without power.
And as you can see around us, maybe even behind us, there's not much power around right here on the east side of Springfield. A lot of the people out right now just trying to make ends meet, making their way into hotels and whatnot just to keep things together. It's a very difficult time for the residents of Springfield.
It certainly is, but everyone's coming together. We have CWLP Director Todd Renfro joining us now. Todd, thanks for coming by.
My pleasure.
Give us an idea of the power situation now throughout this
Well, you mentioned 15,000 last night. We're down to 5,900 as we speak. Things are moving along very rapidly. Thanks for our good neighbors, Ameren, who brought in 56 crews, or 58 today. We had our neighbors down in Kentucky and Indiana, even Chatham, who sent us people to work on this devastation that everybody has witnessed. So things will move very well.
Good. Now, with the amount of time that we have left, explain to us how long it will take for the total power structure to be restored.
Well, a few areas will be a week or two. As you can see, we can't do a lot here until we get rid of all of the debris because we can't get in to our power lines and so forth. So those areas will be a little bit longer than the others, which don't have quite as much debris. But majority will be done by Monday, but then we'll have the lingering ones that we have a little bit extra obstacle with.
Okay, Todd, thank you very much. Todd Renfro, Director CWLP. The power will be restored when they get it done.
And we also have Craig Gilson here from Ameren to talk with us. Craig, you have this kind of mutual aid agreement with CWLP. Is this typical when something like this arises for you to bring in crews to help out?
Absolutely. We brought in over 500 crews to bring our customers back in service. We had 29,000 out at peak. We're down to less than a couple hundred now. We have some facilities we have to work with CWLP on to get those other 100, 150 customers back, but we brought in over 300 crews from throughout Illinois and Missouri to help CWLP get their customers back in service.
Well, we really do appreciate your support in this. If you do want to report an outage, we know there are still quite a few people out there who have an outage. Give them a call at 789-2121. Thank you so much, Craig, for joining us this evening.
Thank you.
Now, the violence of last Sunday's tornadoes has jeopardized the livelihood of thousands of Springfield and Central Illinois residents.
ABC News Channel 20's Paris Irvin joins us now with details on businesses that will have to rebuild. Paris.
Well, dozens of businesses have been completely destroyed, just like the home you see here. I'm actually standing where the garage once stood. Now, if we can take a look at the video, R&M Auto Service on 11th Street, the building caved in on top of a couple of vehicles there. Royal Oaks Nissan on Dirksen Parkway reports 50 to 70 damaged cars, the loss of a garage, structural damage, and no power. And a transmission service on Cook Street was wiped out with nothing left to salvage. salvage other than tools. The manager there says they're doing everything they can to accommodate their customers.
We're getting all the cars out, trying to get them to another location so that they can be fixed and get back to their owners. We're trying to get all the equipment, all the tools, any parts, anything that we can salvage basically. We're trying to get in storage units to store.
We'll have more on this story tonight at 10. Reporting live in Springfield, Per Servin, ABC News Channel 20. Elizabeth, back to you.
Thank you, Paris. And here are the damage estimates so far for the city. We've reported 1,750 buildings, as well as 200 of which are businesses. The rest are homes. Now, 255 of those homes were either destroyed or damaged beyond repair.
Well, as we told you at the top of the show, we're located in the 2000 block of East Spruce Street and some of the most heavily damaged areas of Springfield's east side. We're here actually in front of a church, and the pastor for that church is Reverend Lavelle Ross of the Pentecostal Power Church. Thank you for being here with us, Pastor Ross. Tell us about the devastation.
Well, it's great damage. It's kind of devastating here, and this is a heavy damage, and it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot of faith and a lot of rebuilding.
Now, you said if God can build, he can tear down, he can also build again.
If God can tear down, he can build.
Okay, so, what will it take to rebuild your church?
Togetherness, faith, and finance. And I think that standing together, I think that we can do what we need to do with the blessings of God.
Wonderful. Was there anyone in the church at the time?
No, we had service that morning, but that night we just didn't feel led to go back, and just felt trouble in spirit, so we didn't go.
And Pastor, are you holding service this weekend? I know a lot of your parishioners are obviously praying for a better tomorrow.
Well, now what we're doing is I'm gonna go to my garage in my home. I'm gonna go to prayer service in my home, and we're gonna go from there, and we're gonna seek a better day until we get reestablished or whatever. But
quite sure you will.
We got faith to keep on.
Best luck to you, best luck to your congregation. Reverend Lavelle Ross of the Pentecostal Power Church, where we're sitting right in front of right now, with the devastation that sort of represents the power of the problem we're having throughout the east side of Springfield as well.
That's right. Straight ahead in our special edition of News Channel 20 at 6.
We'll have a live interview with Springfield Mayor Tim Davlin, find out where the city stands in terms of cleanup efforts next.
Stay with us.
We're back live on Springfield's east side with a special edition of News Channel 20 at 6. In the midst of some of the destruction this week's storm has left behind.
Joining us now live is Springfield Mayor Tim Davlin to give us a few updates. First of all, we want to get out. There are a lot of people looking forward to the parade this weekend. That has been postponed, correct?
Just postponed, not canceled. We've decided to do it 1 week later, so it'll be on March 25th, and we're hoping everybody that would have gone to the parade this coming Saturday will hopefully maybe think about volunteering their time, whether it's their next door neighbor, whether it's coming out and helping in the other efforts, but it'll just be a week later. It's not canceled.
Okay, Mayor, we're surrounded by the destruction from the storm. What are the city's current needs?
You know, right now I think the most important thing is to keep people off the streets that don't need to be there. We have a lot of material out there, a lot of vehicles that are out there, a lot of volunteers, and I think this coming weekend you're even going to see more volunteers. But if you're not part of the cleanup effort, we really need to get everybody off the streets.
And where can people go to help rebuild? Where do those volunteers turn to?
We're asking everyone to call the city of Springfield. We'll direct you by calling 789-2468. We'll direct you to where those cleanup efforts can go. We'll be supplying gloves and everything that's going to be needed, and we'll put you in an area that hopefully is still going to be using some need by Saturday and Sunday.
Okay, Springfield Mayor Tim Davlin, thank you very much for coming by. Thank you very much. And again, we here at ABC News Channel 20 have deployed 20's Army to help rebuild the capital city. If you or your business are doing anything special, a fundraiser, a food pantry, anything at all, give us a call at 753-5620. Now let us know about your event, and we'll make sure that the word gets out.
For instance, if you're a plumber, an electrician, or if you own a repair shop and want to donate some of your skills, your time, your services, there's a lot of people out here who definitely need your help. Everyone's help is needed, of course, to help put the pieces back together. As you can see behind us, it's going to take quite a bit of time.
And we're very, very, very fortunate today because we didn't get rained on. The weather cooperated while the cleanup continues around the city. Danny, what's it looking like right now?
Well, Jerry, Elizabeth, we have some clouds moving into the area. They do have a chance for showers along with them late tonight, throughout the day tomorrow, but then clear up. Cooler temps as well. I'll give you the complete forecast in just a few minutes. Here's a shot through our Prairie Heart cam, and we've had some clouds. Boy, lots of sunshine today. Sure look beautiful. Getting a little bit cooler out there. As we check our Prairie Heart cam, you can see some clouds moving in. We do have a storm system. It's to our north. We could be getting some rain out of this system, but for the most part, it's going to be traveling well to our north. Northern Illinois, Wisconsin. A snow advisory in effect for them starting this coming morning and then throughout the day tomorrow. We're on the bottom side of that, and we'll probably get any precipitation in the form of some rain late tonight and then off and on throughout the day tomorrow, and it's just a chance. Temps right now starting to cool off. 46 in Springfield, Decatur, 42 in Bloomington, 49 in Quincy, still hanging on to the 50s down into the St. Louis area. Here comes the cloud cover, and that's what we're going to be seeing throughout the night. Clouds building, giving us a chance for some showers, a 30% chance late tonight, and then about a half chance of showers continuing throughout the day tomorrow. And it is all part of a big low-pressure system and a cold front that's coming up from Texas, Oklahoma, heading in our direction. Boy, they need the rain into that area. We don't need it in our area. And again, it's just a slight chance tonight and a little better chance tomorrow. But here's the setup for tomorrow. Low pressure right on top of us, along with the cold front. The biggest factor we're going to see is these cooler temperatures as they drop tonight into the 30s. Then over the next couple of days, we're going to see temperatures dropping down into the 20s as well. The weekend looks like it's going to be clear. Once this system moves through, we're going to have clear but cooler conditions throughout the weekend. Here's your storm team forecast. Tonight, partly cloudy, 30% chance of rain late tonight after midnight, a low 38. For tomorrow, partly sunny. Half chance of showers with a high of 55, but windy tomorrow, 15 to 20 miles per hour. We could see gusts to 30 miles per hour. Things clearing out tomorrow night, but low is going to drop down to about 25. Still windy tomorrow night. And then as we look at Friday, partly sunny, a high of only 43, still kind of breezy. We take a look at the extended forecast. The weekend looks dry. We'll have high temps. Once we get into those mid-40s for our highs, they're going to stay there. Look for the lows into the mid-20s. Cooler, but once we get through tonight and tomorrow with the showers, things clearing up to help with the cleanup efforts. Now let's go back to Jerry and Elizabeth in the field.
We'll have more live coverage of the cleanup coming up right after this.
Stay with us, everyone. Welcome back to our very special edition of News Channel 20 at 6, live in the midst of the destruction that the storms left behind.
That's right. We're joined now by Sangamon County Sheriff Neil Williamson. Sheriff Williamson, thanks for dropping by. Tell us about the curfew in Jerome. It's still in effect.
The curfew is still in effect. This is a third day for it. It's going to be in effect from 8 o'clock tonight until dawn, which is about 6 o'clock. And we're asking the residents that are going to go into Jerome. There's one entrance and one exit. That's at the corner of MacArthur and Isles. And they should show some type of credentials, preferably a driver's license, to prove that they really do live and exist in Jerome.
And obviously this is all for the safety of the residents. You're also trying to ensure the safety of businesses, make sure there's no looting going on in the areas of Sangamon County. How are you doing that?
Well, we're doing it with the extra patrols. We have members of our tactical response unit that are coming in and working. Our command center is set up at the ACE parking lot on Wabash, and they're working 9 and 12-hour shifts, and so far it's working very well.
Okay, Sangamon County Sheriff Neil Williamson, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And thanks for all you're doing to ensure the public safety as well.
And of course, it's going to take a lot of work to get things back to normal around here, and that's why we're instituting 20's Army here at News Channel 20. We're recruiting your efforts. If you know of a group that's offering services to storm victims, please give us a call at 753-5620. We'll make sure to get the word out every night here on News Channel 20.
And we're going to take a quick look at Wall Street right now, where stocks closed higher today, with the Dow Jones Industrials finishing with a gain of 58.5 points.
The NASDAQ Composite Index was up 16. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. As our news team continues to cover the tornado's aftermath out in the field, our sports department has hit the road to cover our local teams during tourney time. Our very own Brian Bowes and Ron Rector are in Kansas City tonight. That's where the University of Illinois at Springfield men's basketball team is preparing for its first ever postseason game. And our Champaign sports counterpart Josh Samuels is in San Diego tonight, poor guy, with the Illini preparing for their game tomorrow night against the Air Force. And we'll have previews from our sports teams coming up tonight, new at 10. Danny?
Thanks, Sarah. Here's a shot through our tower cam this evening. We saw a lot of sunshine today, but things are starting to get a bit more cloudy. Those clouds bringing a chance of showers, 30% chance of rain after midnight tonight, about a half chance of rain tomorrow before things start to clear up as we get into tomorrow evening, and colder temps extending over the next 7 days. Now, let's go back to the field with Elizabeth and Jerry.
Thank you, Danny. We're back live here on the east side of Springfield where the devastation, it's just grim out here. You see people walking around trying to pick up what little remainders they have of their lives right now. So it's going to take a lot of time to get things back up and running here smoothly in Springfield. We feel for the people around this area.
That's right. And it's good to know that so many emergency services are here to provide the kind of assistance that so many people need. And of course, the sun's gone down, and earlier on the 5 o'clock show, you had a chance to see some of the devastation that's around us. It quite literally looks like New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina. But at the same time, the response has been much faster, and so many people are being helped as a result of what's going on here. And we're very appreciative. The entire Springfield community is appreciative as well.
That's right. And if you want to join one more time, 20's Army for tornado relief, donations, fundraisers, volunteers. If you have anything going on, let us know at 753-5620. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone.
We'll see you tonight at 10.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Subway.